Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's the first of hopefully many videos, just giving you a sort of a flavour into the journey with my M6 that I've had probably for about four and a bit years now. Bought it back in April 2016 and done a few changes to it. So I thought I'd sort of start a video vlog and just giving regular updates or as and when I can. So stay tuned and I will take you inside the workshop. Okay, that was a joke. It's not really a workshop. It's a really basic rundown garage that I've had the pleasure to own for 4 or 5 years. So I'm going to switch my camera and kind of give you a very small tour of the garage, and you'll have to excuse all the mess. I'm sort of in between moving houses as well, so yeah, without further ado. So here we go. Here is the lovely, rather sorry looking M6. It's looking pretty sorry for itself. I'm always doing things on it, so I'll give you a quick sort of tour on what's going on. Basically, a lot of you may or may not know, when I bought the car, I had the idea and the intention of making it the world's first, or at least Europe's first, slammed or air ride M6. Definitely wasn't the world's first, I know that for a fact, but I had air ride for probably around three and a bit years. Loved it, really enjoyed going to the shows, meeting a lot of people, enjoying the whole stance scene, which I think I needed to sort of get out of my system. But back in, I'd say, summer of last year, I started thinking about where I want the car to go, what direction I want to, take this build, and took the air ride off. Very quickly found a buyer for it, which was very surprising because the model doesn't really have a huge following. So the E63, E64 is most of you who know or are into BMs will know it's a pretty dated car, between 2005 and 2010. So, this car itself is 15 years old now. So there isn't a huge population of people still driving around in these cars, certainly not an air ride M6. So, going back to the point of finding a buyer, really quickly sold the air ride. I sort of had a few options just based on where I wanted the car to go. And I looked at things like BC Racing coilovers, which was a really strong contender. And then KW V1 or V3. So after a lot of umming and ahhing, looking at my different options, I decided in the end to go with the KW option. And the main reason for that is not that I'll be tracking my car often. I can't see that happening, if I'm being honest. The main reason was primarily, I want this car to have the best that it can. I've put a lot of hard work, a number of my friends and I put a lot of hard work into this car. You know who you are. Big up to Hussein, shout out to my main boy Hussein, and Achu for basically helping me relentlessly on this car. So the main reason I went with KW is just to continue the quality of the build, which would flow very well with the fact that the car is supercharged. And I'll upload another video about that, actually. I probably should have just started with the car and the build itself before moving on to the suspension. But, I thought the latest delivery's here. So why don't I just go ahead and start my vlog, and just kind of work my way backwards and then start giving everybody an update on what the plans are, where I want to go with it, etc, etc. So I don't want to long the video out too much, but here is the ESS VT2 650 charger. It's the version 1. It's got that, I think the V2s have the more rubberized charge pipe, personally, I prefer this look. And then the TL blow off valve. So a lot of you probably know these kits come with the recirculation valves. I had that for a couple of months and then decided to switch over. Absolutely love the sound of it. So anyways, I'm just going to open the box very quickly and take you guys through the opening of the KWs. Right, here we go. So what have we got here? We've got KW V3 E63 M6, and also applicable for the convertibles, aka E64. So I am filming with one hand, so bear with me a second. Let me get this up. What do we have here? Looks like the packing list here, which looks pretty good. So I ordered this through, I'll put the link in the description below. I ordered this through a UK retailer back in, well, yeah, November, if I'm not mistaken. And they were really helpful with regards to the order, the processing, and everything like that. So highly recommend them. Like I said, I will put a link in the description below. The order was initially meant to be shipped out sort of mid-December, but where, you know, I think where KW got a lot of orders through for Black Friday, I think that's where there was a bit of a delay, only a few weeks, but anywho. Right, so let's get unpacking. What do we have here? Nice and well packed. I think this is expanding foam. Yep, really well packed. I mean, you know, it's super secure. So KW always ship out a toolkit. Right, let's open this up, see what it's about. I think some stickers, some instruction books. We don't need the instructions, but stickers are always cool. This is the Rebound Adjuster, and then of course we've got the spanner. A very handy spanner that we will need to adjust the shocks. So sorry, I'm just trying to get the sticker here. There we go. And it's really neat and tidy. You know, they obviously care about the presentation, which it's a nice touch, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, it's like a nice little handy tool case, if that makes sense. Right, so these are the progressive springs. So that's the other thing as well. BC Racing coilovers don't offer progressive spring rates, which you know is well, it can be seen as a pro or a con, depends on how you look at it. For me, the most important aspect or the reason behind ordering this particular suspension setup was predominantly to retain as much comfortability on the longer journeys. But also, if I wanted to dial it up, you know, notch it up a little bit, take it around for spirited driving on the weekends, or if I wanted to take it on track days, I had the option to do that because there is adjustable rebound, adjustable damping, and progressive spring rates, which make for a great daily driver from my research. And I hope would also cater for some type of track days. Would you look at that? Looks absolutely amazing. I'm so over the moon with this. I'm really excited to get this on. For years and years, I've always wanted to own a brand new set of coilovers from KW. I know it sounds really bizarre or maybe a bit sad even, but you know, personally speaking anyways, you know, you've sort of made it when you're able to take your take your suspension to the next level. And for me, Öhlins didn't offer anything, Nitron I don't believe offer anything, so for me the go-to without a shadow of doubt had to have been KW and their V3 setup. So guys, that's it. That's the update for today. I will be installing these in the next, the coming weekend, in the next few days. With the KW V3s, I've also ordered, as you can see here, brand new front and rear OEM top mounts. You know, I had the option of going for aftermarket adjustable top mounts, such as from Ground Control. I just didn't think I needed it, to be honest. I can always upgrade at a later point, but for me, again, the aspect of having, you know, a very, very comfortable daily driving car, even though I don't daily this car, just having the ability to drive it wherever I wanted, you know, at any given point, just jump in and go, that for me is the biggest factor. So, you know, really excited, looking forward to installing these. Will be happening in this very small, messy garage over the next few days. Oh, these are my Harker Type C splits. For those who know, I'm sure you know what they are. Yeah, I'll give you guys a bit of an update on how we get on with installing the suspension. So look forward to doing that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the journey with regards to the M6. Any questions, queries, concerns, anybody thinking of going from naturally aspirated to forced induction, please feel free to reach out. I had the very same questions you're probably going through in your head, so more than happy to help answer. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys.